question of the day is, have you studied for NCLEX? Have you studied for NCLEX? We are on day number 17 of our 30-day NCLEX challenge. We made it over the halfway point. Yesterday, we hit some very crucial topics. So if you're studying for your NCLEX exam, the 30-day challenge is for you. My name is Regina Callion, and I am so happy to be your NCLEX instructor on your journey to get your license. So we are actually, if we look at our calendar, for you guys, if you're just joining us, we have been on the calendar. We're on week number 3. I cannot believe it. We have 6 weeks to go. So it's not too late for you guys to still join in. Our first time viewers, come on in. But today was a great day for me because when I looked on the calendar, it said it was a rest day. And so during this program, we know we have days where we study really hard and then days where we rest. And so I took this opportunity to rest. I didn't do anything for NCLEX related topics or any studying. T-Rob says, I've enjoyed the rest today. Yes, me too. And if I wasn't resting, what you could have done is caught up on the topics that Monday and Tuesday may have given you a little challenge. So the rest days also allow for extra review time. But today, I didn't do anything NCLEX related. Have all this stuff done before tomorrow, because when I come on tomorrow, you guys know what it is. It is a full day of studying tomorrow. A full day of studying. We have positions. We have disaster management. We have the quick facts book, the clinical skills. And I gave you guys all of 1 clinical skills and then 2.1. In pharmacology for quick facts, I have to bring questions for insulins, GI meds, oral antidiabetics, and natural alternatives, clinical judgment activity 10, and then quick facts pages 40 through 66. Now, I have here tomorrow's study session is 2 hours and 45 minutes. If you cannot do 2 hours and 45 minutes straight, then you have to break it up. So for me, actually, I might have to cheat and start tonight. I don't know. I think I might have to. All right, because this is a good amount of content. So, and a lot of the content tomorrow is from this book. All right. So positions in disaster management. Let me look and see if I can find it here. All right. And this is what you're going to be doing when you're watching the videos. When you're watching the videos, your job is to get out your workbook and you take notes. And then when you're finished, you go back. All right. I have the quick facts, but I don't have the virtual trainer. Get the virtual trainer. You can order just the virtual trainer only. Okay. You can just get the virtual trainer and the lectures only. remarnurse.com. Just pick, I already have quick facts. All right. Next question. Good question. Is it true with delegation, if an RN gets sorted to another unit, you treat like an LPN, meaning you would not assign a patient to be discharged due to teaching? Yes. Okay. I like that. That's a great question. Remember, when you float a nurse, say if I'm a psychiatric nurse and I get floated to the med surg unit, I am going to get the stable and predictable patient that I would have a background on how to care for. All right. So I would get the patient with diabetes mellitus. I would get the patient who needs IV fluid, normal saline IV fluid. All right. Because we have to remember that there's certain training, there's certain teaching, there's certain instructions that go along with the different specialties. All right. Great question. Go ahead and put your other questions on the screen. Okay. Go ahead and do that. Where can I get the book for the fundamental section? All right. The fundamental section is a bonus course inside of the virtual trainer. So there's no workbook for it as of now. Just take notes in a notebook for that course if you want to do that course. Okay. All right. So again, we are studying tomorrow. I just want to look at the page because sometimes when I look at it, it'll give me some reminders of points to tell you guys. Okay. So positions are very important. when you're doing the positions lecture and you're filling out this workbook, make sure you remember at the end of the lecture to put a mark of what the position is preventing or promoting. Preventing and promoting. All right. And also know for disaster management, don't be afraid to color code the boxes, because I go over the different color codes. Don't be afraid to color code the boxes there. All right. And know who is going to get discharged first and who is going to get discharged last. There are certain patients that you can discharge first, and then there are certain patients that you have to wait to discharge. All right. Okay, next question. We do ship to the internationally to the Philippines. So when you go to order your virtual trainer, put international nurse that you live outside of the United States. All right, cool. Is the VT different from the DVD self-study? All right, this is Tamara says, I take every note you say. I love that. The virtual trainer is very different from the DVD package in terms of your experience. Okay. The reason why I moved away from the DVDs, is because it didn't have accountability to it. All right. So students would buy the DVDs and they would sit on them for months and months, and there was no real way for me to follow up, engage anything once a student brought the DVDs. Also, I had to update the information. I had to expand the teaching, especially for the RN. We just needed more clinical education in our program. And so when we upgraded to the virtual trainer, I was able to add all of the additions that I added in the virtual trainer, such as the clinical judgment. You guys know who have the DVD and then who had the VT. You just put whether you think it's better or not. But I had to expand the clinical judgment. I had to expand the teaching. I had to put in clinical math in the virtual trainer. I didn't do clinical math in the DVD package, but I addressed it here. And it was solely based on the feedback of my nursing students that said, hey, Regina, we need more information about this. So the virtual trainer allowed me to upgrade the entire program, as well as the Quick Facts 5-star too. Okay. So I am never going back to the DVDs. People ask me all the time, can I get a DVD? No, this 90-day program has had more success than anything I ever created. And plus, I was able to do the basically minute by minute study calendar with the VT that I didn't do with the virtual trainer. I mean, the DVD. So a lot of bonuses, a lot of upgrades. And I think at the price for it, there's no comparison to the virtual trainer. All right. So get your virtual trainer. If you still have the DVDs and you're still studying from the DVDs and you don't have your license, that's a testament of why you need to get the virtual trainer, because I haven't sold the DVDs since 2019 and it's 2021 now. All right. So thank you. That's true. I saw the insulin like that, both in VT and Quick Facts. Yes. I have both. Love it. All right. All right. Yes, math. I need help with the math. Yes. Hi, Regina. Where is the test easier? I'm living in Florida. Do you think New York or Ohio? Okay. I addressed this before, but it's a great question. Students ask all the time, where should I take NCLEX for the easiest exam? Actually, your NCLEX follows you wherever you take it. When you take the NCLEX, it remembers. If you have to take it again, it remembers your old questions. So you will never see those questions again. And this just means that wherever you choose to test, you're going to get a brand new test. However, there are certain requirements of states that may or may not make you want to test there, because we know that even though the test is universal, there's no easier state for your NCLEX questions. There are some states that put a limit on how you can test, how often you can test. And so Florida, of course, is one of those states. Okay. All right. You're not too late. Come on in. Join the 30-day challenge. We're on day number 17, but you can also go back and watch the video. So just make sure that you're learning the major themes, okay? You're learning the major themes, all right? I don't have a code for the quick facts, all right? Somebody said New York is hard. New York is hard. I don't know, is the requirements, is that what you mean, are hard? All right. I was emailing the Indiana State Board of Nursing. I was emailing the Indiana State Board of Nursing on Friday. So shout out to all my nurses in Indiana. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen for you guys. Make sure you get your license. All right. And go ahead and just, if you want to know about the state's requirements of what they require for international nurses or graduate nurses, just Google that State Board of Nursing. Just Google it. So Ohio State Board of Nursing, you'll find the information. Florida State Board of Nursing, you'll find the NCLEX requirements. Okay. All right. Okay. When you fail a quiz in the VT, can you take it again? Great question. The quizzes and the homework are sprinkled throughout the course in this book. And so what you'll do is you will see the questions. You'll see the activity questions and the homework questions, not the activity questions. I didn't mean to say that. Oh, but you'll see the progress exams in the book. All right. And you'll also see the same ones in your virtual trainer that has the answers for you. You got to get a 95% in order to pass the exam, but you can take it over. Okay. You can take it over. So fear not. This is not about, this is not about stopping you. It's about encouraging you. All right. Because we don't want you to move on. We don't want you to move on if you have not understood the previous information. Okay. Okay. Yes. This is what, so the virtual trainer, the reason why I created it and allowed you guys to have 90 days on the platform with the calendar, with the interactivity of the whole program is because I wanted you to get that content. This is not a questions only resource. A lot of you guys are studying with only questions. It's inadequate. It's not enough. I cannot say it. I can't say it in a million times. If you're just doing practice questions from a question bank, you're going to have a hard time answering those deep content questions on your exam. Okay. The strategies, the strategies and the rationales, they're not enough. You really, really do need to invest in the content. Okay. All right. How many medication questions do you think will be on the NCLEX? Honestly, there is no way for me to know that. Okay. I don't know how many you will personally get. I do know that in the back of the quick facts, there are, and somebody give me the page if you know it. They are the top 100 questions. All right. They are the top 100 medications in the back of your quick facts. Jennifer S says, I tried that before and failed. You did the whole bank. It's tough. It's very tough. So here's where you get your pharmacology. It's very tough when you don't have the content. A lot of you guys are coming to Remar after failing with UWorld, after failing with some other question bank. And I know the rationales look beautiful and you love the pictures and you love the long rationales. But at the end of the day, that's all that they are. There's no connection to the rationales. There's no system. There is no correlation to, okay, put this information here and build on it. It's just a whole bunch of random questions, right? If you get 50 different questions about kidney failure, that does not mean that you understand from the top to the bottom kidney failure. All right. Somebody said, no kidding, right? Yep, it's true. Yeah, content is absolutely. Start with the lecture. You can get questions from anywhere. All right. But start, your foundation is the review, is the lecture, is the notes that you take, literally the work that you do, right? Because even if you're expecting a question bank to do all the work for you and give you the questions and give you the answers, that's the worst thing. Honestly, that's the worst thing that can be done for a student. They just click a test, boom, 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 A, B, C, D, and bam, here go the answers. There's no critical thinking involved there. And a lot of you guys, you take the test and then you wait for the answer. You don't even want to do the questions. You just want to see the rationale. You look at it and you say, nope, I don't know it. Click the answers, and it gets you only so far. It gets you only so far. All right. Yep. Fail with UWorld and level up RM. This will be my third attempt and feel more confident with Remar. The content is everything in VT. Yes. I like Denise says you can't answer any question. And I love this. Y'all are teaching right now. All right. Teaching how not to fail. You can't answer any question without the knowledge of it. If someone asks you, how do you cook an egg? You can't answer without knowing how to do it. You can't answer it if you don't know what an egg is, right? And so if you, and that's the thing about question banks only, if you don't get a question about a subject, then you have no exposure to it, right? You have no exposure. If you get a question on NCLEX about parathyroid deficiency, if NCLEX is asking you about parathyroid gland and you didn't get a question in it in the question bank, then you won't know sufficiently the content to answer the question. All right. And so we're relying on these mixed questions to create a strong foundation. And so it's not the best way to do it. Other people might tell you it's the only resource you need. I'm telling you it's not. I'm telling you the truth. You need to do a lecture content-based review, and then you can add on the questions. So here, content. All right. And then you can do the questions really at your discretion after you started the lecture. So some people, they do content and then they add questions at the end. Maybe the last 2 or 3 weeks before your exam, you're doing only questions, right? Because you reviewed the content. That's how I'm doing it. Other people, they're doing the content, and then at the end of their study session, they are doing questions, incorporating them. All right. I'm learning more from Remar than I did in nursing school. Well, by golly, that's all right, because at the end of the day, it's your license. It's your responsibility to make sure you're prepared for this test. It's not the nursing school. I'm sorry to say it. It's not the nursing school's responsibility. It's their responsibility that you pass their curriculum. Okay. That doesn't mean their curriculum is based off of the NCLEX test plan. I can probably tell you that 80% of nursing instructors do not pull out that NCLEX test plan and build their course around the NCLEX test plan. Some people don't. Okay. Some people just don't do it. And so when you're sitting there alone in front of your computer, Mrs. Professor Johnson, Professor Green, they are not going to be there to help you. And you cannot blame failing NCLEX on them, because I'm here and I'm telling you today, it's your responsibility to get the content. All right. All right. And I'm here telling you today that I will help you do it. Okay. I'm going to help you to do it, but it's going to be hard. How many people are testing and taking NCLEX? Is this your year? Are you taking it? How many people are taking it in the next 6 to 12 weeks? If you have a test date in the next 6 to 12 weeks, it's time for you to buckle down. Okay. It's time for you to buckle down. All right. This is the time. Don't let this year roll out with you not having your nursing license. Okay. All right. I'm proud of you guys. A lot of you here are taking it. Woo. All right. That's what we want. You're going to show up for the exam, the date that you picked. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody the date you picked. All right. But you're going to go in there. You're going to take that test like a man. All right. Regina, do you write down questions for NCLEX? I do. I write down questions all the time because I am giving them to you guys. So when when I'm studying my work, I think of questions for you guys. So is that what you mean? All right. Okay. Let me know. All right. Is the VT good for nursing students who are in fundamentals? Nursing 101. Oh, baby nurses. or should I wait until I'm closer to taking the NCLEX? Let me tell you something. Get the VT, because we have a fundamentals course in that VT, and that course is unlocked. So with the NCLEX portion of it, what you can do, this is what you can do. Let me tell you how to get ahead in nursing school. If you get the VT and you do the fundamentals section as you are going through that course, because you can unlock it, you will be one step ahead of, the other students and your teacher. Okay. Also, if you have time to do your NCLEX review, okay, because my teaching is very simple. So I was in Puerto Rico, and there were people accompanying nursing students who had never taken NCLEX before, and they came up to me and they said, Regina, I didn't even go to nursing school, but you had me to understand this information. So if you're a nursing student, let me tell you, you will be able to follow my NCLEX review. And so guess what won't be a problem for you? Cardiac, respiratory class, your peds rotation, your psych rotation, they're going to be easy peasy for you. All right. If you take my NCLEX review, girl, I wish I would have done it. I wish I would have had the knowledge. I struggled through nursing school because the teachers were not teaching me. They were not teaching for my learning style. Plus, if you get the quick facts, this is every nursing student's best friend. All right. Get the quick facts book, and that also will help you. The whole goal is for you to have an easy, more comfortable, less stressful nursing process. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Here we go. Yes, 2021, this is the year for you. So whether you're in nursing school, you just graduated, or you've been out of school 10 years, let's try to align your actions with your goal this year. Okay, let's try to align your actions to the goal. So whether it's to be that top student, okay, there's some sacrifices, there's some things you're going to have to do. Or if it's to, set an NCLEX date, get your paperwork in, there's some things that you're going to have to do. Studying is a big part of that. So getting that license is going to feel amazing, but there's going to be some hard work. And the 30-day challenge is about finishing and completing that process. So if you can be committed to yourself for 30 days, you will be able to stay committed during that test. Okay, because you're going to sit down in that chair, and those questions are going to start coming, and they're going to keep coming, and they're going to keep coming, and they're going to keep coming. And you have to sit there, and you have to be able to rely on something. Okay. You're going to get down to the strongest part of who you are. And there are going to be two types of people. When they sit in front of that test, and those questions keep coming and coming and coming, there are going to be people who throw in the towel right away, and they say, this ain't what I thought it was going to be. This NCLEX is harder than I thought it was. I'm not prepared for it. I should have studied. Why didn't Miss Johnson prepare me? My husband was a distraction. Nobody supported me. There are people that are going to be talking their self out of a license during the exam. They're going to be counting in their mind the money they're going to have to pay to take it again before they even leave, because they had not invested. You need to invest on the front end. My little program, all right, is nothing compared to what people have to pay taking the exam 5 and 6 times. All right, 5 and 6 times over. And so that's one group of people that's going to sit down and say, oh, what? I don't even know what they're talking about. Right. All right. And so if you have the virtual trainer, commit to it. If you let it expire, renew it. Just go ahead and email support@remarreview.com. Okay. You can reset your virtual trainer review. Yep. You can reset it as well. Okay. Second type of people are going to go sit in front of the exam, and the questions are going to keep coming, right? Keep coming. 10, 11 question, 15, 30, 35, 65, 75. And you're going to be sitting there, and you're going to give it your best, and you're going to remember all of the content you studied, and you are going to remember every Monday motivation, and you're going to remember every 30 days that you came on here and studied with me, and you will outlast that exam. All right, because you have been sacrificing, and you have been studying, and you have been going with your goals. Okay, you're going to sit there. Is that going to be you? You're going to sit there and you're going to say, I can do this. I've been through homelessness. I've been through people telling me I shouldn't have been a nurse. I've been through a divorce. I've been through cancer. God got me. And you're going to sit there and you're going to take that test, and you're going to say to yourself, I can, I will, I must. Keep coming, NCLEX, because I can, I will, I must. I'm not afraid of none of these questions. I can, I will, I must. Math, select all that apply, fill in the blanks, sequence, whatever it is. I'm not leaving here without my license. Those are the two types of people that take NCLEX, period. And so, it's what we do today. It's what we do today that will get us in one of those two seats. Okay. All right. And so, yes, receive that word, because, there are some people that don't even know that they are talking themselves out of their blessing during the exam. All right. And this exam is a statistical exam. And so if you are already having your chances at 0, and you're not thinking, and you're just picking any answer because you're anxious or you're afraid, or you just don't know it, then the exam is going to say the probability of this candidate is not sufficient. The probability of this candidate is below the passing standard. All right. And that's a nightmare nobody wants to experience. Okay. So we are going to get our content. We are going to do our lecture, and we are going to stay on track. Okay. Stay on track. And so I'm going to do it with you guys. And this is a wonderful, wonderful experience, and a wonderful, wonderful challenge. And I'm knee deep in it. All right. I am the only nursing instructor doing it to this level with you guys, because nobody will put themselves through this. And you already got your license, but I love it. This is my passion. I've been doing this for 10 years. This is what I do. I show up and I help people get their license. Okay. All right. So if you are interested in getting your license, if you are a repeat test taker, if you failed with UWorld or failed with Kaplan or ATI, anybody else, come on in and have a seat, because we learn content here, and we pass our NCLEX, and we say to ourselves, and we say to each other, with God it's possible. Okay. That's the difference. We believe. Okay. We believe. And one of my favorite things Christ said is just believe. All right. Just believe. It's really that simple. But behind your belief, you have to put your actions in the direction of your beliefs. Okay. So that's what we do. This was a rest day. Whew. I kept y'all too long. Okay. I kept y'all too long today, but this was day number 17. And I truly enjoyed it. I truly enjoyed the rest, but now I have to get ready because we have class tomorrow. All right. Tomorrow is day number 18 of our 30 days of NCLEX challenge. It's not too late to get in. Head over to remarnurse.com. And once you purchase your virtual trainer, we'll send out the books. But guess what? You can get started. You can get started right away going into the virtual trainer. It unlocks. All right. The virtual trainer opens up and you can get started right away. Okay, guys. So I will see you in the virtual trainer, because guess what? You can continue to study with me in there. You don't have to stop just because I'm getting off now. Go in the virtual trainer, and guess who you will see? Me. I teach every lecture of the NCLEX review. I am the virtual trainer. All right. Also, you will be studying the book I wrote, Quick Facts for NCLEX 2. All right, so we're doing this together. We're doing this together. No excuses, no COVID excuses, no any kind of excuses. This is your life. This is your life. Don't let anybody else tell you how to live it. All right. All right, guys. You guys know what I like to say. You can, you will, and you must pass NCLEX.
Regina and Mac, thank you so much for allowing God to use you for the world, the NCLEX world, the nursing world. I used RIMA to study and I was 77 questions and out. I'm proud to say I'm a RIMA registered nurse. I read the VT and the quick facts like six times, and I went over the videos like 3 times. And I'm saying this because I know this will help other nurses out there. You know, but God honors effort. I read, I prayed, I trusted Him, and He helped me. So I'm so happy to be a registered nurse at this time, because RIMA nurse was included. RIMA nurse is part of my journey. So you all, I'm encouraging you, friends and family, get RIMA. This will help you greatly. The quick facts, the question bank, and the virtual trainer. Thank you, Regina and Mac. God bless you. Bye. My name is Jamelia, registered nurse.
The NCLEX Virtual Trainer is the best training system for nursing students who need to pass the exam. My name is Regina Callion, MSN RN, and I have helped thousands of nursing students pass the NCLEX exam with my program. You're gonna love it. With my NCLEX review, I'm going to give you all of my nursing content in one place. Not only that, I'm going to make sure that after every individual lesson, you know what is most important. And if you need questions to help you, I have the questions right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an amazing opportunity to get in the virtual trainer. I'm also going to send you the virtual trainer student workbook, as well as my quick facts for NCLEX. This is it. This is the opportunity that you've been waiting for. Click the link below. This is the #1 training system for nursing students who need to pass NCLEX. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Click the link below. Hey, what are you waiting for? I want to see you on the inside. This is the opportunity. You don't want to miss it. If your nursing license is important to you, you will take action right now. Let's click the link. Let's go.